Hey everyone, and welcome to the eeriest episode of the Pre-Law Perspective brought to you by the McMaster Pre-Law Society. This isn't your average legal discussion. Tonight, the courtroom gets creepy. Light a candle, grab your candy, and settle in as we're going to get hauntingly chilling. Let's unravel the web knot of mystery, shall we? Today I have some special guests, so I have here
Ashwin.
I'm Luca. I'm a JA for productions, and yeah.
I'm Kenesha. I'm also one of the JA for productions, and I'm in first year general soc sci. Our first case involves Mr. Monteith, a resident in Nakawik, a fairly rural area in New Brunswick. Nakawik only had 3 or 4 members in its police department. Monteith is known to them. On the night of Halloween in 1997, Mr. Monteith had gone out for some fun on a Halloween bonfire. He sought flammable material and had ventured to obtain it. He found a cedar fence and broke off a piece to feed the fire, to which he was caught by authorities. With another broken fence nearby, authorities arrested, detained, photographed, and fingerprinted Monteith. Distraught, he was told that he was being held accountable for the damages he had accumulated. He was being held accountable for the total sum of, wait for it, $6. Yes, his charges were dismissed, but the Crown was quick to appeal. Their side argued that the possible excusal of using Halloween as an excuse to vandalize when it was inexcusable. The latter argued that Monteith should be dismissed as it's Halloween tradition to commit playful mischief. The appeal court was torn, stating, I can see reasons as to why Halloween should be suppressed and manipulated into oblivion, and equally, I see reasons as to why it should be celebrated as a source of humor and fun in a very serious and rational age. In the end, victory was in favor of Monteith. The Crown was ordered to reimburse Monteith's damage fees. So listeners, sometimes even treating yourself can get you into tricky situations. So always proceed with caution. And as for our question for you guys, do you think $6 worth of damage constitutes for the detainment of Monteith?
Not that deep.
it's
Like-
Honestly, I mean, for $6,
Really
I
not
almost
that
agree.
But like
because-
the debate between vandalizing for
Mm.
Halloween and just like having fun on Halloween, do you think that excuse does using Halloween?
I think Halloween shouldn't be used as an excuse to vandalize,
Mhm.
but like to a certain extent, I feel like I don't
how
know.
far you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like obviously things are going to get out of hand
Yeah.
at Halloween. Like people are doing, like you even see it here. Like people do everything. They go around doing stuff, but
Yeah,
it's like it's trying to control it as
Yeah,
much as
or
they
if
can. I
people-
think.
Mhm.
like I could understand if there was someone who was hurt because of it. Then I would be
Yeah.
like, like paying damages and that, like just paying to someone, like if they were hurt. But he just took a piece of offense. Like
That's
I'm
like-
sorry.
Yeah. And I don't think it was anyone's property either.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Sure.
like? How would you just if you were on the Crown? Could you think of any like justifiable reason to take it to to appeal it?
I like honestly couldn't, because again, it's like I get it, like it's property and
Mhm.
damage is like reasonably so the charge, but
Mhm.
again, like for what it actually was in retrospect, like it's just such a small thing.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
hard to find, like even like you
There's,
said, like
there's more important things to worry about.
exactly, and
Yeah.
to pursue that is just, I think it's just unreasonable.
Like I feel
more.
like if it was the case of like, I don't know, like wanting to set an example of like, again, like use like vandalism cannot be excused by like Halloween, I feel like they would need a different case to choose to like
Yeah.
kind of set that standard. But that's not all. We're also diving into one of the most chilling Halloween cases ever, the story of Ronald Clark O'Brien, or better known as the Candyman. This is the case that basically gave birth to the Halloween candy panic, the idea that your trick-or-treat bag might be poisoned. But what's wild is that fear started from this man's horrifying actions against his own child. In 1974, Halloween night in Pasadena, Texas, turned tragic when 8-year-old Timothy O'Brien died after eating a pixie stick that had been laced with potassium cyanide. His father, Ronald Clark O'Brien, had poisoned the candy himself and handed it out to make the murder look like a random Halloween candy tampering incident. He even gave other poisoned candies to neighborhood children to cover his tracks, but thankfully none of them were eaten. Investigators soon uncovered O'Brien's motive. He had recently taken out multiple life insurance policies on his children and planned to use the payout to escape his financial problems. What appeared at first to be every parent's worst Halloween nightmare, a stranger poisoning candy, turned out to be something even more disturbing, a father killing his own son for money. O'Brien was arrested, convicted of capital murder, and executed in 1984. His crime forever changed how Halloween is celebrated. Parents began checking every piece of candy, police departments issued safety warnings, and the myth of the poisoned Halloween treats became a permanent part of our culture. So for some discussion kind of questions, how do you guys think that the O'Brien case influenced modern Halloween safety rules and parental awareness about candy tampering?
For me, us, like me and like my sibling, for example, as children, like it was that and it was razor blades. We used to talk about all the time.
Where did that come from?
I don't know actually where
I
that
think
came
it
I
was
from.
saw it
like-
on CP24 one day.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah.
that, like some actually happened.
Like news things did
Yeah.
post about. I just don't know if there was like this is like a deliberate like case that started like.
Yeah. Do you guys think that like because the second part of this question is like parental awareness about candy tampering? Because like when I was a child, like obviously it was like check your candy, but like I was never told that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, do parents know about this, or was it just like a?
Yeah, I
'cause
actually figured it out because of my mom and dad.
Oh.
Like,
Same with me, actually, yeah.
My parents were like, oh, because like there was also like blade scares like around. I was like
Yeah.
in like 6th grade or something, and they were
Mm.
like, they made me sort all my candy, and they would check it and then give it to me like
Yeah.
weekly, and I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was the kind of same. Like I didn't have like I didn't go like bi-weekly. Obviously, like my parents would like check if there was anything that was like slightly ripped or slightly broken, then just throw it out no matter what. Because like you never know, right?
As a
People
kid,
could
were you
steal.
like did you know that they would like throw it out or?
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
knew. So
okay.
it was kind of just like I had to accept it.
Yeah.
Like you should have to think it's just going in the bin.
It's like you got like one Reese's peanut butter cup, but it was like kind of open.
Like
and
you
they
get like
throw
the
it out. You're
massive
like,
ones too. It's just
"No!"
like one little tear. Done.
What about you,
My
Ashton?
parents never did anything, but they pretty much told me pretty much what Luca just said, and I
Mm.
just did it myself. If I saw anything like slightly open or ripped, I'd
Yeah.
do it out.
I was gonna say I don't think. I mean, at least me. But you said you knew it because of like your parents said because of this, or
Oh no, because of the
Oh.
CP24 news.
Oh, I
thing,
see, I
yeah.
see.
But like when you guys were, I don't know about you, but like for us, like I only knew about the razor blades. I actually had no
Yeah.
idea
Yeah,
no,
that
neither
people
did
poisoned the
I.
candy either.
I heard about this case before, like when
Mm.
because I watched like a Halloween episode of something, like
Yeah.
like one of the true crime podcasts.
Oh yeah.
But I never like I've only heard of like around my neighborhood at least about the razor blades.
Mm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of about what you were talking leads me into the second question is in what ways did the media's coverage of this case shape lasting public fears about Halloween safety? I feel like I don't know, I don't want to use the word like fears because I feel like I mean like knowing about these things is really important. So like the fact that like your parents knew about the candy from like CP24 like instead of like a fear, I don't know, it's like more like precaution that you're
I feel like Halloween's dying now as well.
I know.
Honestly,
Halloween
like I
is
agree.
dying.
Like even like I don't even like when I go home like for Halloween in my neighborhood, like no one like knocks on doors
Yeah.
anymore.
I
It's
feel
kind of
like
weird to see.
People just don't trust it anymore.
But valid though,
Fair.
honestly, with all this stuff going on. Like it's,
Yeah.
even like this obviously is years old now. It's over like
Mhm.
Oh,
30
yeah.
years old. But like I don't know, like we were all kids at one point. You all see on the news. Like
Mm-hmm.
I would honestly probably assume it's worse now than it was
Yeah.
before.
Do you
Yeah.
think it's because of that though? Like because people don't trust each other? Do you think there's something else? Dang, what was your favorite guys' costume when you were children?
Ooh,
A little
Corpse
off
Bride.
topic, but wait, what was it?
Corpse Bride.
Oh my gosh, as a child, that's
Did
really
you go like
cute.
all out for it?
I was like, I mean, I wasn't a child. I was 15,
Oh.
but
Okay,
I
well,
did.
whatever. Whatever.
One time I actually made one. I made a Rubik's cube. So I got
What?
I swear, like
Wait,
I,
can we insert a picture of that?
I could probably find it on my mom's Facebook or something. But I got like one of those U-Haul boxes and I like taped it up, cut armholes,
Oh my
and then like
gosh.
spray painted it, glued on like different squares.
Oh my
and I legit wore a
God.
box to school. This was like I
That's
must
so
have been like
funny.
Why did you decide a Rubik's cube?
listen, I have one of those parents that is just so creative all the time. So it's like
Aw.
I'm not they were like, no, we're not going to Spirit Halloween,
Yeah.
getting you some like little bag
They're like,
costume.
you're gonna be a Rubik's
Yeah,
cube.
you're gonna like the one year like I did a zombie, so it's like we did all the
Aw.
clothes ourselves.
Yeah.
But this was a whole other level. Like
Oh my
walking in
gosh.
school in a box was
Mhm.
just like
That's so
walking
funny.
like that.
How
Like,
did you
just-
bring your backpack?
It's a good question that I don't really remember. I was young, like I must have been like grade 3 or 4 at the time.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I'll find
Wait.
the photo somewhere. We'll throw it in here.
Yes, please do insert.
Insert photo.
Okay, Ashton, what about you?
I went basic, just like the Scream costumes. They're like zombies.
That's valid, though.
I have
But,
a
like,
picture.
You
Oh.
have a picture of you in it?
Well, no, because I never went as him, but my brother went as Ghostface. My brother's 5 years older, and there's a picture of us. I'll maybe insert it, but there's a picture of us where he's like trying to be all scary because he's wearing the like Ghostface costume, and I'm like wearing this like long like ginger wig where it
Oh
like
my
has braids, and I'm
God.
just like, and mind you, he was like maybe like 10. Like I was really young at this. I was like 5 maybe. I honestly don't remember when I was younger. Like my favorite Halloween costume.
What do you do for Halloween this year? What do you do for Halloween this year?
Do you guys know that? I told you this, but do you guys watch Victorious when you were younger?
Yes.
I know what it is.
Do you know the sleepover at Psychowitz episode?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a group costume. They basically like they all go in character to like Psychowitz's house, and they like can't break character, but they're all like random like people.
Yeah.
Right.
Like what's it called? Like
So you're dressing
Robbie.
as a
Yeah.
random person.
Well, no, like Robbie's a motivational speaker, but he's like annoying. Like I don't know. Like so in my friend group, like we each have one, so we're like gonna do that.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good.
And then I'm gonna be Amanda from Saw, like the Saw movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you guys? What are you being for Halloween? Well, I asked you.
I'm not
You're a
going
loser.
anywhere.
I hate to say I'm just wearing a Bills jersey this Halloween and going out like that.
I think I want to be Lucy Gray from All of the Songbirds.
Oh, that's cute.
Right, so the final case for today is called Griffin v. Haunted Hotel Incorporated, which was in California in 2015, which is realistically more of an arguable case than ones we just covered, and here's why. So a customer, which would be the plaintiff, Griffin, paid to enter a haunted house attraction called the Haunted Trail, where part of the experience involved being startled, chased, and frightened by actors all in costume. One part of the attraction, known as the Carrie effect scene, involved actors chasing people. During this scene, Griffin claimed that he was startled and ran, thus tripping and fell, sustaining injuries. He sued Haunted Hotel Incorporated, alleging negligence. The California Court of Appeal affirmed summary judgment in favor of Haunted Hotel. The court held that visitors of a haunted house expect to be startled. Operators are not required to guard against every way a person might react when engaging in a fright attraction, which makes sense because obviously people are going to get scared. Mm-hmm. By paying for the haunted house, the plaintiff accepted the ordinary risks of the attraction, which realistically was the right way to go. This case shows how law balances fun and scares with safety. When you pay for something meant to be scary, the law doesn't expect zero risk of injury. It clarifies the limits of liability for operators of haunted attractions. It raises questions about when a risk becomes too excessive, so this could be anything in a haunted house, like hidden hazards, design, or just overall the actors in general, and being inherent to the scare. So that's the case, but we do have some questions here. So the first one I wanted to ask was, should haunted attraction operators need to give more explicit warnings for people with certain vulnerabilities like disabilities, or if they're just going to be known to get scared in general faster?
Yeah. I think, well, one thing that I wanted to point out before was in the part where it said paying for the haunted house. Like, I feel like honestly, you could argue this either way because like just like face value, you'd say like, okay, well, obviously like you should assume some risk, like that they're not completely liable for that. But on the same time, they said by paying for the haunted house. So it's like, just because they're paying for it, like you haven't, like, unless they sign something, like, you know, when you go to like go rock climbing and you have to sign like a waiver like of consent, like that, saying that like they're not liable in case anything happens to you. Like, I don't know, I think paying, like if it that's the only thing that like the only transaction that occurred during this, I feel like you could argue that they were.
It's probably in the ticket agreement, though.
I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if there's not, like, if it's just like, oh, come in. And
here's
then,
the thing, though. Like, he knew, like, okay,
Yeah.
like, the case said, like, obviously I mentioned a couple things, like, if there's a hidden hazard or something.
Yeah.
But the only thing, like, it said here was he got scared and ran, and he
Yeah.
just tripped and fell.
Yeah, no, that's his fault.
Which also, like, again,
Sorry.
if you're in a haunted house and you're, like, running from being
Yeah.
scared, like, where are you going? Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna fall over something.
Yeah. Also, like, I see this a lot in like go-karting, because they have like these signs that are just like, you shouldn't ride if you're like pregnant, if you are prone to seizures, stuff like that, if you have like medical conditions that wouldn't enable you to fully participate without a greater risk than others. And if they didn't have something like that, I'd be kind of questioning.
I feel like for a haunted house, that's already implied.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I mean,
gonna be
that's what I'm saying is like, I
lights,
feel like you can
actors
argue.
jumping out.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like you could argue it either way because, like, while, yeah, like, like, I don't know, a reasonable person could, like, understand that there's some risk. Like, there are some people who wouldn't. And then, you know, but one thing that I also thought of, like, with maybe, like, you could kind of say it's the same thing, is that's, like, when you go, like, laser tagging. Like, you're running. Like, you're going to run, right? Because, like, or when you see someone like trying to get
you're gonna run.
You're gonna run. Yeah, you don't want to.
But again, like those things too, like, you know, like there's obviously not like big things on the floor to trip on. Like it's
Yeah.
flat, and like that's one thing I was also saying too, because like even to argue like disability or like you were saying like like people who are pregnant, for example, like this guy, he was completely normal. Like he was nothing wrong. He literally just got scared, tripped on his own, and fell. So I understand like you can sue, but it's kind of like
I feel like like if you guys were judges on this case, how would you rule? I guess it would just based off of the facts that we know.
Based on the facts, I think I would have to shut it down because, like, again, like he got scared. So it was, I'm not gonna say it's his fault because obviously he got scared by like an actor, but the way he did do it.
Yeah,
to
I think
himself.
it's like an implied risk.
Yeah.
Because if the actor didn't push him,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
something he just fell on his own accord. Like
if he like
obviously he didn't
touched
mean
or
to
pushed,
fall,
I
but
get it. But it was he just ran and just
I think it would be different if there was like battery or like assault. Yeah.
Because then you could be like, okay, well, I didn't like cause this. I don't know. Yeah.
The one other question, it kind of more opinion for us to talk about. We kind of been talking about it now, but what do you guys think counts as like an ordinary and like reasonable risk in like a haunted house? So like at one point does it become like too much?
Yeah, I think it also depends because I don't know if you guys have like been to haunted houses, but a lot of times too, like anything that's like scare related, they'll also have like levels or even like levels of like scariness, right? Or even like I saw there's like an amusement park where they have like scare actors, and if you wear something, they can't scare you. It's like if you have like a necklace or it's like a red thing.
It's like a penny, I think.
Yeah,
sometimes they do
something
it.
like that. Where it's like if you have that, then the scare actors can't scare you. So I feel like a ordinary, like it's anything that you are consenting to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like if you are aware that it's like, say for example, a medium scare.
Yeah.
Like expect a medium scare. I don't know. Like
what if there's like a bunch of flashing lights and they don't put an epilepsy warning? And you walk in.
Yeah, see that I understand. Yeah, because you have to have the warning.
Yeah.
But one thing too, like I don't know if you like you were saying been to haunted houses, but everyone I've been to, you've like had to walk.
Yeah.
Like you can't run, you can't jump.
I was gonna say, I think that's another thing is like you can't. I don't know, or same thing of like if you get scared, you can't hit the actors. Like,
yeah,
do you
like
know what I mean?
throw a right hook to the guy's face, like. But that's what I mean, like. It, like we were saying before, it's just like it's too much if like they don't have warnings or like trip over if there's stuff like making you kind of in more danger. But this was just flat out his fault. I hate to say.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, and that's a wrap on today's Halloween cases. From minor mischief to deadly schemes, Halloween fun comes with real consequences. Stay aware, stay cautious, and remember, every choice has its story.
Thanks for joining us on the Pre-Law Perspective.
Bye.